Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we'll carry on with the spooky theme of these videos this month, and we're actually continuing with kind of making that island. We're making Cerrotop Bay super spooky now. So we've got this area up here like you can see, and basically all I've done this morning is like cleared everything. It had loads of flowers, it got a little bit overgrown. And what I want to do is I want to make this our spooky area. This is going to be kind of our spooky theme. It's going to have a very abandoned theme. It's going to feel like it's got a lot of story and a lot of history to it. So incorporated as part of this is obviously the secret beach and the smuggler's cove. So today we're going to be adding a kind of like an abandoned, overgrown, sort of forgotten cemetery or graveyard type area. And it's actually going to go in this area here. Just a bit of a warning, like it's not going to be super gruesome or, you know, really bloody or anything like that, but it is going to be have like a spooky vibe to it. So if you guys aren't comfortable with that sort of kind of content, then obviously this is your warning now to switch off. But otherwise, we're going to jump straight into the video and start kind of giving this area here a bit more of that abandoned cemetery sort of vibe. So let's go, guys. The first thing I'm going to do is just use this fence to kind of give it, like, really calling it off. And I just think this fence is like the perfect fence for like a graveyard or a cemetery. I just love it. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We are going to continue to use the path because that's the path that I'm using throughout my island now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it really kind of broken up, because I imagine this isn't as like well treaded as it has been. Like, it's, you know, not a lot of people are coming this way. It is abandoned. So we are going to add a bit of the path to it, but it's not going to be as full or solid as it is elsewhere in the island, because we do want to give it that, like I said, that abandoned theme. Alright, so that's the first kind of like, I've left that one open just because I think it adds that extra kind of spooky vibe, but then the rest I've used a mixture of the Western style Zen stones and the stone tablets, because I just think, it gives a good mix. So let's just chuck them out and see what they look like. I have customized them so that they've got this kind of mossy texture to them. So again, they look really old, they look really abandoned. These look like the gravestones that have been there for a long time and they've just been kind of left and started to crumble away. So yeah, I quite like the idea that we've got these ones here as well. I actually quite like the stones placed backwards, because then it looks more like a gravestone that you can't read the writing on. So I'm going to have to spin them around. Okay, so we've got the kind of gravestones in place now. We've got obviously this open grave here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to add a bit more of the path kind of where I can. And then we're going to add some more furniture and some more design codes just to kind of bring this area to life a little bit more. Cool, so I'm pretty happy with the path now. That you can see I've just like added like little bits of it here and there, so it looks like people have kind of been stirred, but it's not kind of continuous. So the grass is growing back, and you know, because it doesn't get a lot of traffic. We've got to remember that this area I'm going for like an abandoned theme. And then I've got these little lanterns that I'm going to post at the front here. Again, makes it look a little bit spooky. Imagine walking through the woods and seeing these random lanterns. I think it would just like super like scare me. I am super scaredy cat though, so. Alright guys, so I think that is ready. I think I'm pretty happy with this area. Super spooky, super abandoned. So we'll start from the off. So my idea is it's kind of like you have to come through this forest. It's kind of the back of the forest. It's super abandoned, and you're coming in dead of night, and you'll see these little two lanterns lit up, and you've got the iron fence. So straight away you know that it's meant to be something, but it's just not clear what. And then as you come through, you can see you've got the stones. So I've used a mixture. I've predominantly used the Zen stones, but I've turned them around so you can't see the writing on them, because I think they look like really weathered and old kind of headstones. I've customised them, some of them with the moss and left some of them black. And at the back I've used the Western style Zen stone, I think it's called. So yeah, I've just mixed it up. And using the path, I've made the path again super broken, because I don't imagine this is a well-travelled area. People are coming in and stumbling upon it, but it's not somewhere that people are hanging out all the time. So that's why I kind of left it quite broken. And again, people are going to be trying to avoid like standing on the front of the headstone, so I've tried to kind of make it look like that as well. And then yeah, so pretty fun. And then this kind of spooky bit here. This bit's kind of all open, and you can actually see a skull in there, which is pretty freaky. So I've left that kind of as it is, and there's even a little Zen stone hidden behind the tree here. So like I said, I just wanted to give that kind of really creepy, abandoned. There's obviously some history, obviously some sort of story going on, but it's not really clear what. And this is the kind of vibe I'm going to go for my island, giving it these little like, sneaky areas that you kind of feel like you need more explanation about, like where have they come from, who is it, all the rest of it. So I'm pretty happy with it. I think it adds that nice little bit of character to my island. And continuing for the month, I'm going to make this whole area up here part of one big kind of spooky design area, because I want to add it in line with Red Secret Beach and not having an abandoned smuggler cove type vibe. So yeah, we're going to be going with this theme all month, and we're going to keep adding to it. But for today's build, I'm super happy with how that's turned out. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Do you like it? What should I add? What should I take away? And as always guys, we are doing daily Animal Crossing videos. We are slowly moving towards our goal now of 1k subs. So if you're brand new, hit that sub button, drop a like. And as always guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys!